Wave football fans, to another Green Wave Classic. Yes, it's going to be another football game tonight. We have a lot of video of Green Wave football because it all came from right here, one of my favorite places to be, right here in the press box. This is a game where we had to actually get in a boat to go play this one, a playoff game against Nantucket over on the island. And you're always worried about playing in Nantucket because it's a long boat ride home. And will it be a fun one or will it be a quiet one? I'll give you a hint. This was a fun ride home. Watch this playoff game from Abington Green Wave versus Nantucket from 2018. A great game by a great team from Abington history, a Green Wave Classic.
And join me as we welcome captains number 9, Christian Lavoisier, number 50, Dylan Magararo, and number 70, Mike Bloomstein, and the rest of the Abington Green Wave football team onto Memorial Field Stadium for tonight's game. The Green Wave coaching staff is led by, in his 45th year, head coach Jim Kelleher. The offensive coordinator is Ed Riley. Defensive coordinator is Jim Daly. Assistant coaches are Scott Piper, Jack Malafronte. The freshman coaches are Tom Shepard, Ella Kabongo, Tim O'Brien, Keith Faxon, and Kalanji Kabongo. The athletic director is Peter Serino. The high school principal is Dr. Terry Sullivan. The superintendent is Peter Schaefer. The cheerleader coach is Alyssa McSherry. The athletic trainer is Alicia Reed. The camera crew for today's game, up in the press box, is none other than Billy Davis. The broadcasting today's game on local cable access are the Abington alumni dynamic duo of Sean Riley, class of 1982, and Kevin Whalen, class of 1979. The chain gang for today's game across the field are Mike Linehan, Joe Tassoni, Dan Reardon, and Steve Wakeland. The PA spotter for tonight's game is Clint Leary. The referee for today's game is Greg Amara.
To Abington Green Wave football, where today the Abington Green Wave plays host to the Whalers of Nantucket High School here at Memorial Field in Abington. A special Thursday night 5 a.m. start due to the forecast for heavy rain tomorrow night, Friday night. You can see the captains are out at midfield. My name is Sean Riley. With me for this pregame is a very special guest, Bill Vos from WATD Radio. Bill, you know a lot about the Abington. You guys were here last week. You saw us at the Cohasset game. What do you expect to see as a guy from out of town coming in town?
Well, Sean, what I expect to see is what I hope to see is playing old-fashioned conservative football between the tackles, the old sort of 3 yards in a cloud of dust football where you prevent turnovers, use your running game, because they have a stable full of running backs that are just terrific. Gabe Spry, Leary, and Will Klein, and they just absolutely dominated the Cohasset team at Cohasset with that running game. And last week, as you know, against Bourne, pretty much the same thing. The Abington line on both sides of the ball took over the game, and once that happens, it's over. Yeah, the game unfortunately, I'm going to say that game was over by halftime. But run the ball, old-fashioned football.
I agree with you, Bill. I think good summary. And before I add to that, the team's going to line up for the national anthem, but we're also going to have a special moment of silence right before the national anthem. So we're going to switch over to our external microphone for just a few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stand and join us for a moment of silence. The recent passing of Abington Police Sergeant Alex Kokoros was a significant and painful loss to our community of Abington. Sergeant Kokoros served our town's children and families as our school resource officer through last year, where he worked closely with many of our students and school staff. Alex's genuine passion for helping students and residents of all ages was readily apparent to everyone he encountered. As a school resource officer, his sincere personality and unending desire to help our students, our teachers, and our administration during the most challenging of situations will be sorely missed. We ask that you now stand together for a moment of silence in memory and in honor of Abington Police Sergeant Alex Kokoros. Thank you. At this time, I would ask that you please remove your caps and join the Abington High School Band under the direction of Mr. Charlie Blanchette, as we honor all that have served and continue to serve our country, giving their all to keep us free and safe with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we are getting ready for the opening kickoff as both teams go to the sidelines. Nantucket coming in this game with a 6-2 overall record. The Green Wave with a 7-1 record. Nantucket's only losses were their first 2 games of the year to 2 of the toughest opponents, that being Mashpee and Cohasset. They lost to Mashpee 36-7 and lost a tough one to Cohasset 28-27 when their 2-point conversion to win the game was thwarted at the goal line. And in those 2 first games, their stud, number 5, Devontae Usher, was not playing. But he is back, and he's at full speed today, along with Terrain Burton, number 6, who's been out injured, played a little bit of last week's game. So keep an eye on number 5 and number 6, Devontae Usher and Terrain Burton. The quarterback today is a sophomore, number 3, Malik Bodden. And also Victor Gambaroni is number 2. He's a senior end, gets a lot of carries with the ball also. So they have a very widespread running attack, much like the Green Wave, and they have some speed coming out of the backfield and in their secondary. So I think it's going to be 2 evenly matched teams here, Bill, and who makes the fewest mistakes may be, the difference.
I think you're right, Sean. Yeah, you gotta take care of the football. Labossiere, the point guard, he's got to make sure that he ball security at all times. But I think the what do you want to call it? Secret weapon here is this punt return situation for Abington. Those 2 punt returns last week by Will Klein were absolutely fantastic. Something right out of the instructional video. Unbelievable. That's the secret weapon here for the Abington Green Wave tonight.
Let's hope that we can utilize it to its fullest extent. These 2 teams played each other last year, and it's a line drive kick goal caught right out of the air at the 35-yard line and immediately hit at the 40, taken down probably with a full forward progress to about the 41. I was saying they played each other last year in this semifinal Division 7 South game at Nantucket. The Green Wave was victorious, which led to a very fun boat ride home. Nantucket took the boat to get over here earlier. They are now here on Abington's turf and seeing if they can return the favor. The Green Wave, of course, would like to continue the string against Nantucket.
And Mr. Labossiere is in the stat chart already with the tackle on the kickoff.
So Nantucket, at the ball at their own 41-yard line, will start their first play from scrimmage. The give to Gambaroni going around the right side, cuts it up, picks up about 5 on the play before he's taken down. Victor Gambaroni, the senior. It's the handoff from Malik Bodden. You'll see a lot of misdirection with these guys because you got to keep an eye on all of them.
Mike Lyons on the tackle there. Mike had a big game against Bourne last week. Big game.
2nd and 5.
He and Sean Landers both playing well last week.
Now Bodden sends wideouts, 2 wideouts to each side. Puts Gambaroni in motion. Now they pitch it, and it's cut back. Nice cut back.
What a tackle there.
Was that Landers, I believe? Number 54?
That might have been Augusta on the bottom of the pile there on the tackle on the submarine.
That was Magararu, I believe, number 50.
John, I'm going to hand this over to somebody that really knows what they're doing here.
Kevin Whalen.
There you go, Kevin. Kevin, you look too young to be graduated in 1979. So 1979? He looks way too young.
Bill, thank you for filling in.
Okay, Kevin.
Third down and 4 yards here,
Thank
right,
you.
right in front of you at the 47-yard line. Bodden, handoff right up the middle, and he sneaks through, just put his head down. Thought he was going to get hit initially, but he was able to get the first at the Abington 48. They're going to move the stakes. Looked a little bit
delayed almost,
Yeah.
like it, almost like the
almost a bad exchange.
almost like they snapped it a little too early or something there. So,
So the move the stakes to be first and 10 and 48. Welcome aboard, Kevin.
yep, thanks, good to be here.
I don't know. The fans got a nice taste of Bill Vose right there.
I know
I don't know.
He's, the letters will be coming in.
That's right. First possession here of the game here in the Division 7 South semifinals. The winner of this game will take on the winner of the Mashpee-Cohasset game. They send wideouts to each side once again, looking to throw. First pass of the game. The sophomore quarterback, lefty, now takes it up the middle. Little tentative there up at the 46, 45-yard line.
I mean, even after he's over the line of scrimmage, it wasn't like he committed to the run. He sort of was still dancing a little bit there.
Wasn't sure if he was going to throw it with his right hand or his left hand, but he was carrying it with his left.
Green Wave had good pressure. They got a couple of cut blocks down there in the line of scrimmage. Broomstein had a couple of guys double teaming big number 70 on the Green Wave.
We'll call it about 2nd and 7 now, just outside the 45. 8.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
But they did a good job on that first series, Sean, of kind of getting them to a 3rd and long there. But then, of course, they gave up the big first down on the 3rd down.
Luke Brusher out wide right, along with number 5, Devontae Usher. Keep an eye on Usher. Out wide, they hand it off at the middle. That's Burton. Burton's now trying to scoot around the right side. Kicks a big hole. He's going to go down the far sideline. He's got the wheels. But Colby Augusta gets to it. He's still on his feet.
He's going to go in.
He's all the way in from 46 yards out. Nice bit of running by the ever-dangerous Terrain Burton.
Well, he had him stopped right at the line of scrimmage. He was able to scoot out. You got to really have containment. They're going to have to crash down on those defensive end spots, contain him so he can't pop out like that, Sean.
And make the tackle.
Of course, I know you probably talked about it. I mean, there was a big game last year between the Green Wave and the. And I think sometimes with the way this offense is a little bit different, it does take a real while for the defense to kind of figure it out and make sure that they're kind of containing him. So we'll see how it goes.
They line up for the point after kick. It's Justin Blois, the kicker. Await the snap. Good snap. Ball's down. Kick is wide left.
Way wide.
Cameron Bartley, number 15, has been one of the PAT kickers. He kicked a 38 and a 47-yard field goal in earlier games. So I'm actually surprised to see Blois kicking, but they know more than I do. Makes it 6-0. Not for nothing, Kevin, but while Bill Vose was doing the commentary, there was no score by Nantucket. Now that you're here, they're up by 6.
I know it. Well, that happens, Sean. So, much like a couple weeks ago at Cohasset went up quick and had a 7-0 score, and Green Wave was able to come back and kind of right the ship there. So looking for the same type of performance tonight out of the Green Wave.
Well, Bill and I were talking in the beginning of the game, and I think Abington would like to play much like they did in Cohasset with the long, sustained drive. Just keep moving the ball downfield, 3 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards. Try to keep the ball moving down, and wear out Nantucket, take time off the clock.
Well, of course, that's Green Wave's, MO. They've always been known for, kind of having those long, really a run-first offense and pass-second, and, kind of have that good balanced attack and having good long drives. So hopefully Green Wave can do that as they get the ball here with Klein back deep for the Green Wave.
The freshman who just missed that PAT kick is going to now kick off. Justin Blois. He's also a quarterback.
If there's any indication he might hook it left a little bit.
6 men lined up on the near side, 4 on the far side. Klein is the deep man at his own 10. Here comes Blois. He kicks it straight downfield, end over end. He's going to go Klein's way. It's going to roll past him, and Klein is going to pick it up at the 2. Klein with Leary in front of him. Klein looking for a hole, gets tripped up as he crosses the 10 out to about the 11-yard line.
Nice job, nice kick, kind of angled it down there. And they were really able to pin Klein in behind the down at the 2-yard line when he picked it up. So good job by Nantucket.
So Abington will start the ball at about their own 11-yard line. 89 yards away from pay dirt.
Well, we're talking about the long drive, Sean, and this is a good example. Hopefully they can make that come true. 89 yards, a long way to go.
The lights are on here at Memorial Field for the 5 o'clock start. We've got Spry and Klein in the backfield behind the senior quarterback, Christian Lavoisier. They give to Klein. Right side, Klein, nice
Nice.
cut back inside, still on his feet. Gets taken down at about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, nice 8 yards by Will Klein, as you said, Sean, cutting back and forth, doing a little bit of weaving in there. Good job.
Picked up 9 on the play.
Well, it's always important. First down is such an important thing. You know, obviously staying away from the penalties, but it's so important to get a nice, good extension there on first down, and they did with 8 yards right there.
Good
Almost
burst
9.
off the line of scrimmage, too, from our linemen. Augusta out wide to the far side. One man in the backfield is Spry, but there goes Klein in motion to give to Spry right up the middle. Spry, first down and more pretty easily, up to the 28.
I think one of the things, Sean, from the first game to now, that you got to really be impressed with the Green Wave is their offensive line play. I mean, they were really almost having trouble, running against Chicopee earlier in the year when their first game. You know, they scored, quite often, but they scored really on all long balls. And now, ever since then, they've really just improved game after game on the line of scrimmage and done a great job offensively.
The marker to the 27, 1st and 10. Leary goes in motion, gets the ball, goes around the left side. Leary cuts it back. Across
Leary
the green,
could go.
to the 35,
Leary
to the 40.
could go.
Leary down the 50. Leary over the 40. Down the sideline.
Little deep.
Nice
He's
dig.
he's on feet. Touchdown, Muskegon!
Colin Leary from 73 yards away.
Wow. Number 5 had him in his seat. Devontae Usher had him in his sights, and he just deked him a little bit, got him a little off his footing there, and was able to kind of just put it back in gear and just run the distance. Huge play by Colin Leary. Nice blocking.
I know one proud father up here in the press box. That was a heck of a run there by Colin Leary, the senior, who has been just playing out of his shoes as of late, doing a great job.
Well, Sean, interesting though, 3 plays, touchdown,
Yep.
3 different running backs. Will Klein got 9. Then Gabe Spry got about 8 or 9. Nice job by the Green Wave.
I tell you what, it took Nantucket, I think, 5 plays to score. It takes Abington 3 plays to score. What a barn burner. So let's see what the Green Wave do for the conversion attempt here.
What they do?
Yeah, let's see what they're going to do, all right? Going to throw it, run it. McGuire out wide to the far side. Augusta out wide to the near side with slots in between them. They put Klein in motion. Shotgun for Lavoisier. He's got a little pressure. He's rolling right, puts it up.
He's got
Klein's got it for the 2.
That's big.
2-point conversion.
And that's so important. We've seen the Green Wave. Really, their one loss this year against Mashpee was due to not being able to convert on the PATs and coming right back, going 2 points up on Nantucket here with the conversion, the PAT conversion.
So Abington answers the bell with authority there. 8-6 quickly, and there's still 6:56 left to go here in the first quarter.
Well, obviously the Green Wave is going to be, Devontae Usher is somebody they're definitely going to respect there in the kicking game. So I don't think you're going to see them kick it too deep.
Whew, baby. What a way
But
to
at the same
start
time,
here,
you
the
don't want to give them
semifinal.
great field position every time either, Sean. So
Well, both teams have, stars in the backfield. Thus far, I want to say Abington looks good on the line there. I mean, Abington was really pushing the ball well, but in 3 plays, it's kind of hard to make that
no, it's
judgment.
back and forth. And, now you'll probably see it, the defenses will tighten up a
Right.
little bit, hopefully.
Get the jitters out, as I said, get the heebie-jeebies out and start playing the game you want.
Lavoisier will be kicking off for the Green Wave. Back deep with his Usher and number 6 as well.
Burton's number 6 on the far side hash at the 10. Usher's on the near side hash. Here's the kick, a squib right down the middle, going to be picked up and down right at the 28-yard line, which is not a bad thing for the Green Wave. That was Malik Bodden, the quarterback, who smothered that ball at the 28.
Yeah, that ball was so low to the ground, they had trouble kind of getting down and picking it up. Made the start move with just making sure he had possession.
So they mark it on the 29-yard line, to start.
So it's 6:55 to go in the ball game. I mean, in the first quarter. Jumping ahead a little bit.
I guess
there.
so. Billy Davis on the camera tonight, which we love. Always getting a good view from high above Memorial Field here in Abington. Usher's out wide to the far side. It goes, this tailback to hit up the middle. Burton gets schmacked. I see Lyons coming off the pile.
Yeah,
Who else out
Magararu's in there as well
Magararu.
for the Green Wave. Landers. They were
And he's
all
coming
grouped
out.
together.
His helmet came off, so Burton's got to take a breather for one play, which kind of could help the defense here, where you can kind of key on either
I was going to say,
Gambaroni, number
that
2.
probably means Usher's going to get
That's
the ball.
right. Usher's number 5. Second down in the same 10 yards. Send the big man out wide to the far side, number 25. That's Brusher. It's a little reverse, not a reverse, a hit. Oh, nice job by the Green Wave. That's
Cristofaro.
Cristofaro got to him first.
Shamish Smith and Tassone. You know, Sean, that's exactly what we're talking about, though, setting the edge, and that's what you need to do. You need to have that defensive ends need to kind of hold their ground there, and especially you can't get sucked in because you don't want anything to go on the outside. Nice job by Cristofaro and team there.
And Usher and Burton kind of run very similarly, where they kind of like to glide and kind of look for the hole and then get a burst of speed. So if you can just clog them up at the line of scrimmage, you get what you get, no yards. Here we go now. They spread it out again, wideouts to each side. One man in the backfield behind Bodden. Bodden looking to throw. The southpaw. The pitch picked up by Augusta. Augusta at the 35-yard line. Augusta inside the 15 down to about the 8-yard line. Colby Augusta.
Wow.
His third interception in 2 games.
Wow, he must have stick 'em on those gloves, Sean. My goodness. Ooh, little Velcro. Colby Augusta coming up big there. That was actually behind him, and he was able to get his hands behind him and just pick it off. What a play.
So they bring it down.
And we were saying that and that's the thing what the defense did is the defense got them into 3rd and long.
Yep.
They don't like to throw it, obviously, and they get them into a passing situation where they felt they had to throw the ball, and bad things can happen when you don't do things that you're comfortable doing. So
Green Wave at the 8-yard line with 5:28 to go here. Colby Augusta setting up his teammates right now, trying to really double up the score here. They come out. Klein in the backfield. Looks like, I think that's Furness to his left. They give to Klein left side. Klein inside the 5.
He's
Klein.
touchdown, man of Muskegon!
From 8 yards out. 1 play, 6 points.
Wow. Going for 2 again here.
That is Klein's 19th touchdown of the year. And some
this
great
is like an
blocking.
important PAT, even though it's so early in the game at 5:23. We're seeing scoring almost at will. But the reason why it's important, Sean, because you're going to go up by, you could potentially go up by 10 points, which obviously makes it a full touchdown and PAT. So
took 5 seconds off the clock, 8 yards off on that drive. They line
going to
up.
be so impressed, Sean, with the Green Wave offense, but especially the offensive line, all on the ground.
Spry and Klein in the backfield. They give to Spry. Spry churning and burning, but he's not going to get into the PAT. It'll remain at a 14-6 score. But the Green Wave strike twice very quickly.
Well, it's important. I didn't see obviously I didn't see the coin toss, but if the Green Wave is obviously going to get the ball, in the second half, so it's important to kind of flip that and get that extra possession here in the first half.
So the Green Wave kickoff team returns to the field for the 3rd time in about 6 minutes. 5 minutes. It's 5:23 to go. 14-6 Green Wave here in the opening stanza. This is the Division South semifinal game, as I mentioned earlier. Cohasset and Mashpee will be playing this weekend. If Abington wins, they'll go to Mashpee next week if Mashpee wins. If Abington wins and Cohasset beats Mashpee, then Cohasset will come to Abington next week
Is
to
that
play
game
here.
tonight, Sean?
I believe that right now they're scheduled to play tomorrow night, which is supposed to be soaking rain in Mashpee, but that could get pushed to Saturday.
I would, if you're Cohasset, you probably like that. I mean, Devontae Ford is such a special player. When you put him in a wet field, it's definitely going to hurt his game.
Well, that's why I was curious why they weren't playing tonight, too. Here comes the kickoff from the 40-yard line. Little pooch kick coming in. It's going to go out of bounds
Right
at about the 34.
34, 35.
See what the Nantucket,
Wow,
32.
I'd take that.
See what the Nantucket coaches will do here. Sean Riley, Kevin Whalen, and Bill Davis bringing this Green Wave football.
5 yards from the end of the kick.
Free kick out of bounds on a kicking team. 5 yards will be added to where the ball went out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 for Nantucket at the 37-yard line.
Well,
Referee
Nantucket's figuring, why have them kick it? They're just going to squib it down anyways. We're not going to get a return out of it.
That's the plan.
So they have good, decent field position here, starting 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Bodden, the sophomore quarterback. A little confusion with Burton, number 6. Now he jumps into the backfield. Gambaroni in motion, gets the ball, sweeping around the right side. Stopped, now
nice
tackled
job.
at the end. That's Augusta gets to him first. Just enough for his teammates to pile on. Maybe a pickup of 1 at best.
You know, that was
Colby Augusta,
with
number
the tackle. And, you know, but a great job on the defensive end. He got blocked, but he kind of forced him out, allowed it to string it out a little bit.
Yep.
The help came up from Colby Augusta up on the backfield side, defensive backfield side. Nice job by the Green Wave on defense.
Pick up a 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 is another time where the Green Wave would like to stop them short here, make it 3rd and long, but we'll see what the play selection is. They send 3 wideouts, it appears, to the near side. Gambaroni stays in a little bit tight. Now they do stack it up in the near side. So student body to the near side.
There, nice job. Come on, get the edge.
Nice job coming up around and knocking him out. The carrying the play by Devontae Usher.
21 Tassoni with the tackle there. You know, Gervais Cole definitely had a good hand in that, as well as Will Klein coming up and kind of stringing that out and allowing Tassoni to come up and make the tackle.
3rd and 6. See if the southpaw quarterback goes to the air once again. Abington line doing a good job right now, and the linebackers doing a great job with the pursuit, especially the horizontal pursuit. They send Usher out wide to the far side. Shotgun, now Usher comes in motion. No, he breaks forward. That should have been a call. Nice cut by Burton, but he gets nowhere to bring up a 4th down.
Once again, Magararu doing a nice job.
42 on the
That's
tackle
Gabe
is
Spry on
Spry.
the tackle, but Magararu doing a nice job of kind of coming out, making them cut back where they had pursuit, and Gabe Spry able to make the big tackle, making 4th down.
4th and 5 at the 42. We expect they'll probably kick. They do line up to punt. The punter is Victor Gambaroni. He's got a pretty good leg. Klein is standing back at his own 20. Good snap. Gambaroni gets it up. Not a deep kick, but it's going to bounce a few times before it gets to Klein. He picks up right at the 20. Klein coming down the sideline and gets knocked down at about the 38. Some fans asked for a late hit. I didn't see it in my eyes, but you know.
One of the things that the Nantucket has already obviously seen the film from last week, Sean, is they're kicking it to the sides, really kind of trying to pin the Green Wave special teams down in the corner so they can't get the long returns. Doing a nice job of kind of making them kind of run up the sidelines and having good coverage down along the sidelines. So you got to give credit on Nantucket's coaching there, making sure that the Green Wave is kind of kept in check on the special teams. Still decent field position here for the Green Wave. 1st and 10 from the 38.
Here they come. They break the huddle. Green Wave were in their home green. They got Spry in the backfield. Leary in the near side wing. Klein far side wing. Labossiere sends Klein in motion. They give the Klein right side. Klein, quick dive, gets up to about the 40-yard line. Pick up maybe 2 on the play. Burton in there on the tackle, along with, looked like that was number 53, Chance Pollock. He's one of the senior captains.
Well, and the Green Wave haven't thrown the ball either yet, Sean. We were talking about how, the Nantucket, the Whalers don't like to throw the ball, probably from just what I've seen, but it doesn't, the Green Wave has not unleashed their passing attack yet either.
Usher plays safety right down in the middle of the field. He's got the speed and the athletic talent. He's kind of like a Devontae forward player. Leary sweeping left, cuts it back upside again.
Patient.
Leary gets the first down at the 49. Ball is loose though. Wait, they're saying he's down.
He was down, yeah.
At the 49.
Yeah. He's just such a patient runner there, Sean.
Very deceptive.
He's able to just kind of follow his blockers, and then when he shifts in gear, and we saw that when he deked it on that long run, he kind of just turned his shoulders in, just made the great athlete just hesitate a little bit, and he was able to shift it into gears and score. So he's able to really turn it into that 4th gear from 1st to 4th pretty fast.
1st and 10 at the Green Wave 49-yard line, right in front of you. Green Wave with 2 wideouts to the far side. Labossiere looking to throw. Gets a little rush, puts it up in the air. He's got Klein!
Wide open!
Klein at the 14-yard line. Nice ball thrown from the 49. Will Klein with the reception at the 13-yard line is where he goes down.
Malik Bowden was in on the coverage there, and he had 2 guys to cover. He had Seamus on the outside, or Kobe, maybe it was Kobe on the outside, and he had Will Klein on the middle. He had to pick, and he picked his poison on the outside, and Will Klein was left wide open.
38-yard pass to Klein. Gets it down
13.
to the Nantucket 13-yard line. Green Wave come out of the huddle now. Minute 47 to go here in the first quarter. Abington up 14-6, looking to add more. High backfield. Leary the deep man. Looking to throw is Labossiere. Labossiere the out pattern just falls incomplete, looking for Seamus Schmidt. Nice route, but it's thrown a little bit too far.
A little wide, a little high.
Bring it up second
High
down.
outside, Sean.
Congratulations to Boston Red Sox, the World Series champions.
Yeah, he definitely had like space on him too, though. If he kind of was able to feather it in there a little bit, would have been a nice pickup for the Green Wave.
Well, you know, Labossiere throws a 38-yard pass and then, you know, throws an incomplete. You know,
Hey, you
he's
know what
doing all right.
happens.
He's doing all right.
Still has a pretty high QBR rating, Sean.
He's doing very well.
So 2nd and 10.
Leary lined up behind Spry in the backfield. One wide out to the near side. Labossiere in the center. Hands it off right up the middle. Spry spinning. Gets it down to about the 11 or so. Bring up 3rd and 8. About 3rd and 8.
They're only going to give him about 2. I thought he'd get a little further down there, but.
Mark it just above the 11-yard line.
So
3rd and 8. In Abington's eyes, it's really 3rd and goal here. I think they just want to get it in.
Well, for the Green Wave at this point, Sean, too, you know they're going to go for, you know, they got 2 downs to get this done. So I would be patient, you know, try to, you know, I think I would try to run it again, maybe do something outside to Will Klein, get him out in space.
Seamus lines up wide right. Klein's the left side wing with Leary behind Spry in the backfield. Klein in motion. Looking to throw. They roll right. They go outside. Connection.
Klein.
To Klein.
Touchdown, Minna Muskegon!
It is. He's in from 11 yards out. The touchdown pass from Labossiere to Klein for number 20 on the season.
I'm just thankful I'm not the stats guy tonight, Sean.
Me too.
Gonna make a lot of notes. Green Wave just lighting up the scoreboard here in the first quarter.
42 seconds left in the first quarter. They're in the end zone for the 3rd time. And a nicely run play. Klein did a good job getting open, heading out the outside. Labossiere led him perfectly. That's Labossiere's, his 9th touchdown pass. And Klein, as I said, that's his 20th touchdown of the year.
That's amazing.
They line up.
I don't know what the record is, but
I think it might be.
It's going to be close.
They pitch right to Klein, student body right. Klein looking for some room, a lot of white shirts, but he dives forward.
PAT, nice patient running there, nice cutback, saw the hole. He's like a jockey on the horse track, Sean, just waiting for that space to open up and just cutting right up and getting the 2.
22-6 the Green Wave with 42 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, we got to go back though, Sean. I mean, I don't remember anybody like scoring, that many touchdowns in a season, being so prolific at it as Will Klein.
I agree,
He's only
Kevin.
a junior.
Yeah, and you got to know that with his touchdowns, he has scored 1 on a kickoff return. He has scored, I think, 3 punt returns for kickoffs, and then I believe the breakdown is something like 10 in the air, 8 on the ground. It's no, well, that wouldn't add up right, but it's 20 total. I'll check it at the half.
He didn't have anybody see.
What's that?
I said you didn't have anybody to see. You said that you had 1 in the air, 1 in the land.
That's Paul Revere. Abington's got 160 yards of offense in the first quarter, thanks to our statistician, Bill Bose, WATD Radio. Thanks, Bill. Kevin does nothing during the game. He just kind of sits,
I'm just a talent.
Kickoff team getting tired here in the first quarter. And now Nantucket splits out. And now they got a man dropping back in the middle. The 2 deep men are at the 12-yard line. It's an onside kick by the Green Wave.
Oh, just a little too long.
Ball's loose still at the 44-yard line. Let's see who got it. Nantucket.
It is
Abington's ball on the onside kick. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Nantucket. Mistake. Oh.
This is bad.
All right, Nantucket recovers. A little bit of excitement from the Abington fans quickly turned around.
I know. Wow. I was surprised because it looked like the kid had it pretty securely by the Green Wave got there, but
ball's at the 44.
He just put a little too much on that, Sean, because they were running backwards. So.
Well, last week both teams tried an onside kick, didn't go enough. Gambaroni trying to get around the right side. He does turn the corner. Gambaroni over the 50, inside the 40. The flag. Yeah. Gambaroni down.
That might be all the way back at the line of scrimmage, Sean. Lyons was definitely held on the edge on the outside.
Yeah, I got a flag launch from the back judge. Yeah, the penalty
they're
at the
gonna call it in the
44.
backfield.
But it won't be enough for a first down.
Clearly, offense. 10-yard penalty if you spot a foul. Repeat first down.
Yeah, so it's going to be a 10-yard. So it's going to be one of those 1st and 8 yards to go
Yep.
for a first down.
They mark it back to the, as Kevin would say, the 54-yard line.
54, yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Hey,
the
you may say
46.
that once. You know, you say it once, it sticks with you. You know.
So 1st and 8. Bodden, the sophomore quarterback,
Alzheimer's, Sean.
sends a big receiver, brusher out. They hand off
Nice
left
cut.
side, and going to be taken out of the 50-yard line. Again, that was number 5, Devontae Usher.
Good defense by the Green Wave, even though it was a 5-yard pickup there. You know, they forced him back in, had good help on the inside. Nice 6-yard pickup. The kid's a good running back. He's going to pick up his yards. Spry.
Spry at the tackle.
Gabe Spry.
I missed the 4. I saw the 40, the 2. 42, Gabe Spry in the tackle. That's the last play of the first quarter. Pretty exciting first quarter. Back and forth they go, and mostly mostly in the Green Wave's favor.
22-6. I mean, this is the 4th possession already by by Nantucket. So
That's correct. In the first one, there was successful 5 plays.
sometimes in
with
high
a
school
46
football,
yard
you never even
touchdown
get
rush.
you get 2 or 2 at the most, and already having 4 possessions in a quarter is pretty. Doesn't happen very often. That only means you're giving up a lot of touchdowns, I think.
Highlights for Abington in the first quarter was a 73-yard touchdown run by Colin Leary at 6:56 to go. Then the big interception by Colby Augusta at the Nantucket 35 ran it back to the 8-yard line. From there, one play, Klein ran it in from 8 yards out. That made it 14-6. And then Klein with an 11-yard pass after he had previously caught a 38-yard pass. Crossed the goal line again with 42 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 22-6 is where we stand right now with the ball at the 49-yard line. Want to thank our fall athletic sponsors, Cream Ice Cream, Health Express, Amos A. Phelps & Son Insurance, Abington Depot Restaurant, Giardino's Restaurant, McDonough Insurance, Mia Ragazza, Truffant Real Estate, Sorrell's Bar and Grill, Lindo Realty Group, Bemis Drugstore in North Abington, and Quincy Memorials, the Polish Club of Abington, Old Town Real Estate, Cairo Associates on Route 18, Abington Dairy Queen, Deanne's Restaurant, Quayle Funeral Home, and Glen Isle Point, Inc. Bob Kelly's in the house.
Bob Kelly's here tonight. Wow, haven't seen Bob here in a long time. How you doing, Bob?
2nd and 5 with a fresh 11 minutes on the clock here to start the second quarter. Nantucket sends one wide out. The far side, Usher is lined up in the near side wing. You can see him with his back to you, number 5. He goes in motion, takes the handoff. Looks to dive over the line of scrimmage, gets bothered, now gets down the left sideline, gets enough for the first, and then driven out of bounds as he crosses the 40.
Nice patient running there.
By Usher.
Usher,
Usher.
the football player, not the singer.
That's right. Got a full house of some of the all-star members of the local press here.
I know it. Got a big crew here tonight, being a
Brendan,
playoff game
what's your last
Thursday
name?
night.
Yeah, Brendan Connolly from WATD, sorry.
Yeah, that's hard to remember, Sean.
Yeah, a nice Irish guy. Chris McDaniel here. Got the Boston Globe is here. ATD Radio. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Takes the handoff.
Double.
Quarterback keep going to left side, trying to get.
Got some room on the outside there.
I went with the fake. Ball's loose. Ball is loose. Well, they saying he's down. Which one?
No, I don't think he was down. Cole made the tackle, number 80 for the Green Wave. Jerry.
And it looks like number 6.
The runner was down before the fumble.
No, I don't know
Oh, it was
about that
down.
one.
Nantucket.
So, again, Burton just took his helmet off. But I think he's got a step out. Yeah, I don't know why he's not going out. So it brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31. Here in the opening, well, let's see, we're just under 10 minutes to go here in the first. Yeah, I think they're just noting right now that Burton's got to step out because he took his helmet off. If it falls off, you take it off, you got to step off for one play. Or call it timeout, which I don't think Nantucket wants to do at this juncture. Abington coaches told the side judge here, so let's see if they ask Burton to take a breather. And they don't. So I'm not sure what the conversation was all
I think
about.
he told me he had to stop taking his helmet off.
Probably.
This is the second time he's done that.
Gambaroni in motion. They give it right up the middle, though.
He hits that.
hole hard.
That's the first time that he's hit the
Burton.
hole hard, that he really was aggressive to the hole. Maybe it was a short yardage situation. Just really kind of ran right to that hole right off the center.
Ball to
They seem to
24.
be opening up more holes for them now, Sean. Kind of spreading it out a little bit, getting the Green Waves
See if the Green Wave
chasing a little bit.
can stop them here. As they get close to the red zone with the ball at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Bodden puts a man in motion, gives right side.
Popping
Nothing
it
doing
outside.
Yep, trying to pop it. Now turns the corner and now ridden out of bounds.
Yeah, first down, though, right? No, just
Augusta
short, just
had
short.
his shirt, and then it looks like that's Cole. Yep, it is. That's Jaray Cole helping out with the tackle with Colby Augusta.
Yeah, Green Wave has definitely had trouble containing them, and on this drive, he was able to pop that out. Kind of did a little jab step on the inside and bounced it.
1st and goal from the 10 now. 9:06 to go, and rolling in the second quarter. Burton's going to line up in the backfield now behind his sophomore quarterback. They put Usher in motion to give to Usher, left side, trying to get around the end. Usher still going.
Nice tackle. Who came
outside.
up?
Tassone
Tassone.
for a loss on the play.
Huge loss.
Good
First
job.
down. You know, the thing that Tassone did a nice job of just really going low, taking him out of the legs. He was just trying to get to that edge. And if he did get to the edge, he was going to, be going in the touchdown, no problem there. But Tassone, touchdown saving tackle there.
Loss of 4 in the play, and a good job by the Abbott D end and the cornerback too, stringing it out, not letting Usher cut up.
Well, Cristoforo and also Will Klein kind of got up in there as well. So really kind of making him go a little bit wider than he'd like to.
Burton lines up in the backfield once again. Usher in motion. They give to Usher, same thing going around the left side. Jumps over, man, that gets hit in the air and knocked out of bounds
Right
at
at
about
the
the 11.
That's the original line of scrimmage.
Exciting football game. Steve Wakeland had to jump and scurry away there on that one. He's holding the down marker over there. 3rd and goal now from the ball just outside the 10.
You'll take that all day long. If he's jumping over somebody out at the, the sideline there, that's something the Green Wave defense. That means they've strung it out there, and it's really a pickup. So nice job by the Green Wave D getting out there.
Let's see if they go to the air here with 3rd and 10. They do have a good leg there if they need to go for a field goal, but we'll see what the play call is and if the Green Wave can answer it.
Well, it's 2-down territory, too, still. You get 3rd and 4th down, so see what they do. I mean, they feel they run a little bit of a track meet here for the Green Wave. They haven't stopped them yet.
Burton, now Usher in motion. Usher sliding. Burton gets the ball right side. Everybody's there, though. He spins, though. He's still on his feet. Person driving.
He didn't make it. He did not make it.
We're looking for this. No, he's at the 1-yard line. It'll be 4th and goal from about half a yard away. Burton should have been tackled about 5 yards outside there.
Right.
But a nice effort by Burton. Really just driving.
Spin around and get out there, leap for that goal line.
So let's see if they go with a QB sneak here, if they try to dive. Jaray Cole, number 80, checking back in for the Green Wave.
Well, he's going to. I think they're going to try to go off tackle, try and have him bounce it outside here.
All right, they line up with the running back staged to the left side for the quarterback. They put a man in motion. They give left side off the tackle. He's hit,
got it.
though.
They drove.
I don't think he got it.
He did.
Oh, he did get in. They said he got in. He's lining. The ball's in there now, but touchdown is given it to Nantucket there. The 1-yard dive by number 6, Terrain Burton. Yeah.
The other guy never raised his hands, which is unusual.
So Terrain Burton gets his 2nd touchdown of the night. And, you earned that when you get that ball down to that half-yard line.
Well, good job of Nantucket coming back here, Sean, though, and, not giving up here, even though it's only the start of the second quarter. But obviously Green Wave has scored 3 touchdowns in a row.
56-yard drive. Again, Burton in the backfield. The handoff going around the right side. It's how's he say? Gambaroni gets a 2-point rush.
14 makes it to 8-point lead for the Green Wave. He did a nice job. Cole did a nice job of kind of containing the edge there, but he was able just to cut up and through and for the easy 2-point PAT.
So Nantucket back on the scoreboard. Will now bring out their kickoff team with 7:18 to go here in the second quarter. 2 heavyweight teams out there for this Division 7 South semifinal game. Sean Riley, Kevin Whalen, and Bill Davis bringing this Avenue Green Wave football action with a special guest, Bill Vos, up here in the press box with us. Beautiful night for football. It was supposed to be scheduled for Friday night, November 2nd, but they have heavy rain predicted for tomorrow, so both teams agreed to move it to today, Thursday, where it's a nice mild 55-degree night here on November 1st. And we played it at 5 o'clock so that Nantucket could make sure that they make the ferry boat back to the island after the game. Klein will line up deep again at about his own 12-yard line. Leary is standing on the far side around the 22. And it looks like that's Costa Retzos on the near side 22. Number 1, Justin Boyes ready to kick. Boyes high end over end kick coming down Klein's way right at the 18-yard line. Klein return right up the middle. Klein still on his feet, gets it over to 35. Where the Green Wave will take over 1st and 10. Having Green Wave cheerleaders right down there in front of us. They mark it at the 36.
Sean, I think this is like an opportunity here for the Green Wave maybe. Obviously you want to, take what they give you. But I think, really kind of get a nice sustained drive, slow the game down, take control of it. Because this is really a track meet 22-14, just, a few minutes into the second quarter. You really want to take control of the line of scrimmage, beat them up a little bit, and drive them all the way down the field.
As you mentioned, we'll be getting the kickoff in the to open up the second half. Schmidt out wide to the near side. 2 men in the backfield. They're going to hand off to Leary. Leary gets hit, though, behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle on the play by number 56 for the Whalers. That's Robbie Hickman. He's a senior.
Hickman was able to kind of come from behind there as he was looking to make his move, let his blockers block, trying to follow his block, and he was able to kind of sneak up behind him and make the tackle.
Sean Landers checks in for the Green Wave, number 54, the junior lineman. All right, it'll be 2nd and about 12 now, the ball at the 34. Lavoisier calls his cadence. Looking to throw, rolling right, got some pressure, puts it up in the air with the down and out, a little short, but I think Seamus got it, yep. Schmidt with a nice reception, getting the hands underneath the ball, out at the 43.
Makes it a makeable 3rd and 3 there rather than a long 3rd and 10 or 11. Sean, so many times we've talked about it, but that down and out that Schmidt just ran there, it's so important to have that in high school football. When you get in that, 2nd and long situation, to be able to do that is just a luxury for any offense in high school.
3rd and 3 for the Green Wave. Right side, Klein. Klein turning around the corner, gets the first down. Still on his feet on the sideline and gets pushed out of bounds on the far side. Klein just glides down.
He really does. I mean, he just looks like everybody else is going slow when he gets the ball. And that's what you have. You're a big playmaker. You want to put that ball in his hands when it's 3rd and 3.
We're in Whaler territory now at the 48-yard line. 5:53 to go here in the first half. 22-14, Green Wave lead.
Well, when we saw the Green Wave against Cohasset, when teams are just totally focusing on Klein, it took the Green Wave a little while to figure that out, but they adjusted, and it just let everybody else be the star of the game.
High backfield, looking to throw. Some pressure, steps up, launches one, puts it up in the air towards Schmidt, and it's going to be picked off at the 18-yard line. Here come the Whalers turning around the other way, and Schmidt gets it. No, he bounces off and taken down at the 42. Good interception there. The interception was back at the 18.
The other kid.
Yeah, that was Devontae Usher, their go-to guy, number 5. With a nice return. Where are they going to mark him? Right at the 42? 42,
that's
43?
A ball that just shouldn't have been thrown.
Yeah, it was double coverage down deep. And Lavoisier couldn't get everything behind that because he had a lot of pressure on him. Ball is at the 42-yard line. So Nantucket gets a break that they need, trailing by 8 here with 5:37 to go.
Absolutely. I mean, you get those extra possessions mean so much, especially in high school playoff football.
The shotgun formation, they give up the middle.
Nothing doing there. Broomstein in on that tackle. Who's underneath Broomstein? That looks
like Landers coming up, number 54. Broomstein's number 70.
In on that too.
They give him a pickup of just about 1. Maybe none, really. It's really about 2nd and 10.
I do think you want to try to put them in passing situations when you get kind of on their side of the field, Sean. That's where you want to be. Put them in the third and long here. They're going to go to the pass, and that's not where they're comfortable. The Green Wave can definitely stop that, get this ball back.
Usher the near side wing. Burton in the backfield. They send Usher in motion. Give to Burton up the middle. No, the keeper. Yep, the quarterback kept it.
It's all right. The 2-yard pickup there.
Right.
So it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Right on the 45-yard line.
It looks like Landers again at the bottom pile.
Malik Bodden on the carry. So 3rd and 7. Let's hope it's a long 7.
On the tackle.
Here come the Whalers up to the line of scrimmage here. They want to try to keep this drive alive. The Green Wave would like to put them in a punt situation. Bodden looking to throw. Flag down. He's in trouble. He throws it away and out of bounds. We have movement.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's Green Wave offsides, which puts it in a much better position here. It's going to make it 3rd and 2.
Referee Camaro will grab his microphone.
Offside.
It is. Abington jumped. So instead of a long 3rd and 7, it's now a 3rd and 2 at midfield.
Right. So, I mean, now you're going to, wow, that looked like a long 5, too.
No, that's it. But, now it gives them a chance to maybe run the ball here, try to get that first down. They're getting the play from the sideline.
Seems like a little momentum swing here, Sean, in the last 3 minutes.
Well, let's hope that pendulum goes swinging right back now. Let's see what Green Wave can stop them here. We got number 6, Burton in the backfield. They give to Burton up the middle. Burton gets hit at the line of scrimmage. He's short of the first.
Gets nothing there.
Good job by the Green Wave. We'll bring up 4th down and a decision for the Nantucket coaches. Who's got that? 53. That's Lyons.
53. Mike Lyons on the tackle in there. Nice job.
Bilvos can't sit and watch a game. He's got to be part of this. He's part of the help here. He's helping us out with stats. He's spotting the tacklers. So Joe Perry, in his first year as head coach, makes a decision here at the 50-yard line.
They had a great team last year, so the coach retired probably last year?
Yeah, yep. Well, yeah, I think he just became athletic director. 4th and 2.
Going for it here. I think you got to.
Now watch out for the long count here. Again, Burton is the deep man. Usher the near side wing. They snap it, they fake it. It's Gambaroni going to come. Gets
nothing
hit.
Doing,
gets
nothing
hit
doing.
Stopped. He does not get the first down. We are lined up perfectly here. It's going to go the other way, baby.
Just short, about a yard short. Great defense by the Green Wave. A monster stand by the Green Wave.
Big turnover on downs there. Gives the Green Wave good field position with 3:22 in the clock. And we'll hopefully pick up where we left off in the interception here.
Sean, I'm surprised, though, you don't put that in your,
You got to measure it?
Yeah. They requested.
Oh, jeepers. The ball's on the 49. The stakes are on the 48.
Yeah, but, Wakeland's involved.
Well, it gives the time for the teams to talk to their coach, I guess, with 3:22 to go.
Green Wave got 3:22. With all appearances here, it looks like they're going to get the ball back in great field position. A lot of time on the clock. Plenty of timeouts.
Yeah, way short. All right,
down.
Green Wave offense back out on the field with 3:22 to go, 22-14 lead here in the second quarter.
Well, Sean, we were talking the momentum swing, and that's the big one right there. And, if you're the coach, that one might, you're never going to fault anybody for being aggressive like that. I think, you got 4th yard. You guys have been running pretty well.
Green Wave linemen step up to it, but here's where the Green Wave want to take this 3 minutes, 22 seconds, use it all, go downfield, score, and then get the opening kickoff to start the second half and do it again. They've been very good at doing that in the last couple of games, under Coach Jim Kelleher.
I think you got a big advantage on the line of scrimmage here. I think you want to take advantage of that.
1st and 10, Abington. Okay, ball is loose.
Jesus.
Ball bounces away, and it's going to be recovered by Nantucket at the 36-yard line. The blitz came right up the middle and knocked it out of the Bossier's hands.
It was before he even got the ball.
Wow, when do you see that? Labossiere was in the process of handing the ball off, and he just got knocked away. Good 10 yards downfield.
I'd like to see that. I mean, I don't know if there's any way that he could not have been offside.
He was right there.
I mean, he was in the backfield before the.
So it's at the 36-yard line.
Well, back and forth we go here.
3:15 on the clock, and now Nantucket tries to get back where they were. Ball to 36, a shotgun formation. Usher in motion. They throw to him, a little backwards pass.
That's a lateral there.
Yep, he gets interrupted. Now
He's
cutting
got
back
some
across
room.
the grain,
Jeez.
down in the middle of the field. He gets tackled after the first down at the 24-yard line.
Well, it's just not enough to like stop him and hold the edge. You got to make the tackle out there. Because he had everyone over pursued once the ball went out there, and he was able to kind of come back against the grain and able to pick up a first down.
And that's a backwards pass, so look for that to set up later where he might stop and throw the ball. You can have one forward pass. So if you throw it backwards, Usher could theoretically pick it up and throw it downfield. But he's always a danger when he's running an open field. So it's 1st and 10 now at the 24. They give right up the middle. No, it's Gambaroni trying to come around the end again. But a nice tackle on the play by Lions.
53 for the Green Wave. Only about a yard pickup.
2nd down. 2.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. They mark it at the 23-yard line. Malik Bodden, the sophomore quarterback, shares the play call with his teammates in the huddle. Nantucket Radio is here up in the booth broadcasting live.
Wow.
Again, Burton in the backfield. Looking to throw. They go out in the flat once again. And just trying to
Tackle,
get
nice job.
nice
Is that
job.
Will Klein out there? Who is that?
Yep, it was
Yeah,
Klein.
on the tackle. About a 3-yard pickup, but he was holding on for dear life there.
Gambaroni on the reception.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
Long 7.
You know, you wonder if they're going to start taking a shot downfield, Sean. They've kind of get the Green Wave defensive backs cheating up a little bit to protect against that. Now see if they kind of maybe do a little bit of, kind of pump fake him and go down deep.
If Bodden has time. Green Wave linesman putting some decent pressure when he goes back to throw. Here he goes. He's going downfield. A quick release, puts it up in the air, and it is
incomplete.
Incomplete in the
Tassone
back
was
side of
on
the end
on
zone.
the coverage there. Big height advantage there for Tassone. He's guys for number 25.
That's Luke Brusher. That was just one step and throw. Just put it up there, trying to take advantage of the height. Now it's 4th down though.
Well, that's the thing. You know, you're doing okay running the ball. You know, we see so many high school coaches do this, Sean. All of a sudden you throw the ball 3 times, and now all of a sudden you got a 3rd and 4th and 7.
They were wondering if they were going to kick it, but they're not going to go for it. Looking to throw. Blitz coming. Puts it up downfield, going down the middle of the field, and it's picked off.
Drop it, drop it, drop it.
At the 2-yard line. Is that Colby again?
Colby.
Colby
Again.
with his 4th interception in 2 games.
Well, 1:19 to go here.
An interception at the 2-yard line by you-know-who.
I know it's hard to say.
Colby
I was saying
Augusta.
drop it because it's 4th down. You know, the ball would have come out to what, about the
He was at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line, so Green Wave takes over at about the 2. But Colby Augusta with 4 interceptions in the last.
Problem is, if it hits Colby's hands, it gets 6 to him. So he can't really knock it down. No, it's just
can't
there.
drop it. I know. I have a problem too, Sean.
Ball on the 2-yard line with 1:19 on the clock here, 22-14. Green Wave has to be careful, though, down here, too. They don't want to certainly turn the ball over this close to the end zone.
They've had 2 turnovers.
Spry in the backfield. There goes Klein in motion. Give up the middle. Spry gets it out to the 10.
Nice job by Spry. Give him a little breathing room.
Wow, he's impressive.
You know, now if you get a first down, Sean, at that point in time, you'll start calling timeout.
Right up on the line. Clock is rolling. 2nd and short for Abington. Spry and Klein. They give to Klein right side. Klein cuts it up. Klein gets some yardage.
Call
gets
a
another
timeout.
first down. Still on his feet now, taken down as he gets up to about the 26,
seconds
27.
to stop clock. The clock stops.
That's their first time out.
Green Wave have 4 with plenty of time.
4 remaining. Ball at the 27-yard line.
The reason why it's important to have the timeouts, though, Sean, is now they can go pretty much anywhere on the field. They can throw the ball in the middle of the field and don't have to worry about clock running out or anything of that nature. So it gives them all their weapons they can use. So 54 seconds, Green Wave up 22-14 here in this second round of the playoffs.
I want to send a shout out to our cheerleading crew: Lindsay Augusta, Lily Clifford, Elizabeth Campbell, Olivia McGuire, Kristen Parks, Julia Wedge, Leah Kinnenberg, Kate Baxter, Jill Cabral, Carolyn Doherty, Kylie Zabrowski, Andrew Vasquez, Alina Magnasco, Kerry Cardinal, Emily Azell, Michaela Littman, Julie Waszewski, Haven DeMambro, Emily Morell, and our captains Emma Coe and Shannon Snyder. Thank you, girls,
Nice
for all
job,
that you
girls,
do.
all season long.
They just got some first place honors in the cheerleading competition. Want to congratulate them.
Congratulations.
It'll be first down for the Green Wave at their own 27-yard line with just under a minute to go here in the first half.
Well, you know, Sean, the hydration team was out there and led by Charlie Whalen out there. He's asked me to say his name, so
You did. There you go, big man. All right, here come the Green Wave. They send two wideouts to each side. McGuire out to the near side. 1st and 10. They throw to McGuire. McGuire's got to pitch it, and it's bobbled. It's a fumble. That's a fumble. Ball goes out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Colin Leary, McGuire caught it and pitched it, and they say they're going to mark it back at the 29. They're talking about where's it go? It goes out of bounds. What are they? Yeah, rolled out at the 32.
The guy was right on him on that lateral. I mean, definitely just couldn't get the handle on the ball.
So they're trying to discuss right now
whether
where
it should be.
It was pitched to Leary back about the 27-28. It was fumbled forward out to about the 32-yard line.
Let's get our on-staff referee Larry Keogh. And
I think it's out at the 32, but they're marking it. I mean, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I think they're guessing at this point too.
Okay, that's the explanation. A forward fumble out of bounds. They spotted at the fumble spot, not where it went forward. So ball's placed at the 29-yard line and bring up 2nd and 8. Labossiere puts Leary out behind him. Augusta out wide to the far side. Now they put a man in motion. They fake it. Looking to throw. Augusta looking for Augusta going downfield and just out beyond him. They thought there was holding early.
Well,
Augusta looked like he got
everybody
tied
in
up.
Abington all saw the hold.
Yeah, Jared O'Connor, number 80, was on the coverage. But no call. They bring up 3rd and 8 now for the Green Wave. The clock stops at 28 seconds.
The problem was the hold happened about 10 yards before the 28 seconds in the.
So let's see what Abington does here. They got to get the first down anyhow.
Right. I mean, you don't want to get in a situation where, you know, I would run the ball, Sean, here.
Would you?
I would. You know, you get 28 seconds, take some time off the clock.
Augusta out wide. One man in the backfield. Klein near side wing. Put a man in motion. They fake it. Looking to throw. He's got some pressure. Gets tripped up, and he's down at the 20. It'll now bring up 4th down for the Green Wave. So I don't know if there was a blitz or a missed blocks there, but a timeout being called now by Nantucket, I believe.
4th down, 18
Nantucket.
seconds to go. They took 10 seconds.
Ball at the 22 now.
Well, I think the good news, and I'm just assuming based on the performance here in the first half, is that Nantucket does not have a passing game, much of one, downfield game.
Haven't seen it. It's a sophomore quarterback. It's a backup quarterback, but they do have, obviously, talent where guys like Burton and Usher, you get the short pass and a lot of yards after catch. Green Wave to punt. At their own 22, they send one man back at his own 45. Good snap. Nice boot.
Angled kick.
Going to go down the right side of the field and a nice Green Wave roll. I don't know
Let
how Labossiere does it.
Take time off that clock.
Yeah, let it roll. And they stop the clock
One
in 6
play,
seconds. Nice kick again by Christian Labossiere down to the 33.
From the 21 all the way down to the 33. It's 46-yard kick there by Labossiere.
Well, we'll see if Nantucket wants to try to run a play or if they'll just kneel on it. I hope they try to run a play in a way, so if they fumble it or we pick it off, we get a chance to score, but we'll see. So 6 seconds on the clock.
An exciting half, some back and forth.
Great.
Green Wave, both teams came out offensively here in the first half. And then the second half has been a little bit sloppier, back and forth.
High backfield. No, sorry, it's a shotgun formation. Looking to throw is Bodden. Bodden, the southpaw, puts it up, going to the outside, and it's incomplete with 1 second, no seconds on the clock. And that'll be the last play of the half with the Green Wave up 22-14 here at Memorial Field in Abington. The Division 7 South semifinals. Green Wave will go to the locker room. Nantucket will take a breather, and we'll be back with more second half action. Uh-oh.
back for second half action. Green Wave will be receiving the ball to start off this third quarter. Number 1, Justin Bloise. What is it? Bloise? Will be kicking off for the Nantucket. Back deep for the Green Wave is, of course, number 4, Will Klein.
Here comes the kick. Line drive kick going Klein's way. He picks up at the 14-yard line. Will Klein bringing it back towards the middle of the field. Klein looking for a hole. Spins away. Klein still on his feet at the 25. And he's going to be stopped and taken down. So the Green Wave offense will come out on the field here with a fresh 11 minutes. 22 minutes left to go.
27. See what the Green Wave, Nantucket was able to answer the call there, Sean, late in that second quarter, stiffening up. Green Wave had 22 points in the at the end of the first quarter there, kind of going unanswered. Nantucket coming back after that, after a turnover scoring, making it 22-14. Green Wave did not score in the first.
Green Wave with an interception and a fumble, stopping 2 drives quickly. They got to kind of put that behind him now. 1st and 10 for Abington. Labossiere under his center.
Offsides.
They show blitz. Labossiere drops the ball and goes to throw it, and it is picked off. Well, no, it falls incomplete, luckily for everyone. That was a wild play. There's laundry on the field, though.
I think Labossiere knew there was a free play, Sean.
You just got to be 100% sure it's on them. Labossiere dropped the ball, picked it up, tried to throw it downfield, and one of the linebackers for Nantucket dove for it. So it'll be 1st and 5 now. The ball moved up to the 32 on the offsides call against the Whalers. Augusta lines up wide to the near side. He's got single coverage on him.
These guys have been 25.
They give left side Leary. Leary turns the corner, now goes downfield. Leary gets a first down over the 40, up to about the 44-yard line. Colin Leary, the senior, marking it to 43 maybe.
They put 25 in the middle now, starting in the second quarter there, Sean. He's just trying to disrupt the Green Wave. He's the one that's been able to kind of slice through the line and disrupt the backfield.
Green Wave with no huddle offense here to open up the second half. Get right up the middle.
Quick hit.
There he goes. Gabe Spry. You need 10, I'll give you 13.
Quick little trap play with Gabe Spry right up the middle, and I think that's what you got to do with these. They're over pursuing.
Here they are.
You know, kind of jumping into the backfield. You got to just do the quick hits.
Feed the beast. Up on the line, 1st and 10. They give right side. Klein gets hit in the backfield, though, taken down. Good defensive play by number 56.
About a 3-yard loss.
Robbie Hickman. He's had a couple of good plays for the Whalers.
Green Wave.
2nd down. 2nd and 13 with a loss on the play. So Spry, I like to see that between the tackles when, usually you tackle when you need 1 or 2 yards. Kid gets 6, 7, 8, 12, whatever you need.
No, absolutely. It's good to see. We've always had that play. We've said that before, that you've always had some great players that going to Leary.
Leary left side. Leary behind
Landers.
Landers drives him forward, and Leary gets it down to
about 5.
Yeah, to the 41. They mark it at the 42, I guess.
It's going to be about 3rd and 8.
So they keep it on the ground right here, Kevin. Just keep.
I think the other thing too, they look like they're kind of pursuing Klein as well, like Cohasset did as well. So I think you can go to the opposite. Go to those other players like number 22 Colin Leary and 42 Gabe Spry, and just eat them up on the inside.
They get Spry and Leary in the backfield as they line up. Seamus Schmidt out wide to the near side. That's Klein in the far side wing.
Movement.
Oh, that's going to cost them 5. Move him back.
That's the 5 that they just got back.
Yep. And instead of 3rd and 8, it'll be 3rd and 13. I'll do the math for you.
Well, the other thing too, Sean, is that stops it from kind of being something that you might go for on 4th down. If you're kind of within 5 yards to now that if you don't, you got a 3rd and 13 here.
Yeah, now you might look to throw here with 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Exactly, look to throw, and you might have to punt.
McGuire and Augusta come in for the Green Wave. McGuire to the far side, Augusta to the near side. Looks like Klein's in the far side slot. Shotgun formation for Labossiere. See if they show blitz at all. 3rd down. They have a blitz coming. They give it to Colby.
Colby Augusta's
nice job
got some
cutting
room.
back underneath. Colby Augusta with the first
room.
down. Colby tied at 30. And then just taken down. A touchdown saving tackle there by number 5, Devontae Usher. Our man Colby Augusta with a huge play there for the first down.
Well, that's where the over pursuit it was like this, the screen, the flat screen there, coming back against the grain. Those guys were already past them, able to pick up the easy first down.
Nice blocking downfield, too, by the boys in green.
Green Wave did a nice job. Great execution on that play.
I like that, and they also took advantage of the blitz.
So that's what you're going to have to do, Sean. Do screens. This team is definitely over pursuing. You can do screens, do counters, draw plays, things of that nature.
Schmidt to the far side. Spry is lined up right behind his quarterback with Klein to his left. They give the Spry up the middle. Spry tripped up and gets it up to about
Lunges
the 22.
Forward.
Had he not been tripped up,
Probably
he would
about
have had another first
6
down.
yards. Great positive yardage on first down by Spry.
Sure is, just following the big holes line set up from the right side of that line. Mike Broomstein, number 70, the big tackle over there on the right side.
That's what you want to see, like just them pushing the ball. It'd be good to get a 2-touchdown lead here, obviously.
Land is the right side guard. Lavoisier awaits the snap, gives left side to Leary. Leary stutters, comes back inside, gets tackled from behind by number 56, Robbie
nice
Hickman.
job there. 25 has just been all over the field. 25 has just been all over the field, and right there he was kind of made it so Leary couldn't go outside, had to cut up in a little earlier than he would like, and wasn't able to pick up too much yardage there. Makes it third and about, what, 4 there, Sean?
Yeah, about 4 yards to go from the 22-yard line. 7-12 and counting here in the third quarter. Green Wave up 22-14, Division South semifinal game. So they send Schmidt and Klein to the far side.
Good Spry right up the middle.
And Leary with him, and they give to Leary right up the middle. Leary in the hole. Leary dives, tucks down, and he gets the first down at the 16-yard line.
That's when we're 15. If he stuck his head in there, Sean, he might, or shoulder pads in there, he might have been able to stop him just short of the first down.
Nice job by Colin Leary.
Colin Leary driving forward. Nice 6-yard pickup there when he only needed 4.
Colin has really stepped up and been someone that you can rely on for the last couple of games here. It's been great leadership by the senior.
It's kind of what we were talking about, Sean, on the other side of the half. This is the kind of drive that we wanted to see at the end of the half.
Spry's in the backfield with Retzos. They put Klein in motion. They give to Spry, left side.
Tackle.
Spry going on the corner.
Spry, could he make it? Touchdown, man, in Muskegon!
Gabe Spry from 16 yards out.
Showing the wheels.
Tell you, that kid is dynamite, the junior fullback.
They were just able to seal him off on the inside, and he just slid off there and just able to follow his blockers down. Just a great job of accelerating into the end zone by Gabe Spry. Nice job, Green Wave. 28-14 shot. That's exactly what we're talking about, taking 4.5 minutes off the clock as well.
That was impressive. You don't see a fullback with that much speed very often. Spry breaking away from everyone. 16 yards out with 6:27 left to go on the clock here in the second quarter.
Well, he just keeps, we talked about it so many times, but he just keeps so low to the ground too, Sean. It's really hard to tackle him as well.
73-yard drive by the Green Wave. They line up to go for 2. They've got Furness in the backfield and Seamus Schmidt in the backfield. Lavoisier, there's movement. They're going to move him back.
That's a play where if he kept going in motion, it would have been okay.
Except he was going forward.
Yeah. No, I mean, if he turned went forward, but then kind of.
So they'll move it back to the 8-yard line for the point after. Now they send in a new series of players. 28-14 as it stands with the point after waiting.
Some untimely penalties tonight, like just the small things. We haven't seen any really big penalties, but there's a couple smaller, infractions there. Uncharacteristic tonight.
Sets up a likely passing play here with the line of scrimmage at the 8-yard line.
The thing is, they have a very quick team. They're very quick sideline to sideline. Nantucket is, so it's difficult, I think, for Lavoisier to run it in on a rollout or anything of that nature.
Shotgun for Lavoisier. Now they send 3 guys to the right side. They're blitzing. He's rolling right.
Got him. He's coming.
Pressure, and he throws it away. Falls incomplete. Big pressure from the blind side by number 6, Terrain Burton.
A little offsides there, I think, on that side, Sean.
Well, the PAT pass falls incomplete. They'll leave the score at 28-14.
28-14, a good cushion there by the Green Wave.
And the Green Wave will kick off once again. And here's where Abington, again, defense would like to stop them, get the ball back, and go down and score again. Because as Kevin always says, you start running out of time.
Right.
You're going to need a couple of drives.
I always say that, Sean?
Well, usually when it's accurately, the astute analysis of Kevin Whalen. Yeah, Up by 2 touchdowns. Abington would like to get up by 3 and really paint them in a box. So we got to get the ball back first. See the Green Wave kick it downfield or towards the sideline.
You know, the Green Wave, I think, too, tonight, Sean, has definitely done a good job of kind of keeping the ball away from their playmakers and special teams. You know, they've kind of kicked it to about the 30, 35-yard line.
Well, again, they put Burton, number 6, on the far side with Usher, number 5, on the near side at the hash marks at about their own 17-yard line. Labossiere breaks the huddle. With the ball teed up on the 40-yard line, we're ready to kick off here with 6:27 to go in the third quarter. Green Wave up by 14 points. Line drive, going to go, goes right through the wickets. Usher picks it up now at his own 13-yard line. Usher still on his feet. Leary gets to him, and he gets it all the way up, though, to the 26-yard line. Good return.
All on his own.
Yes. After it went right through his wickets. Green Wave, though, have to do a better job of tackling that man.
Yeah, he seems
Make
to,
it hurt.
for whatever reason, he's elusive, Sean. They just have not been able to, when he gets in an open field like that, I think you saw the reason why the Green Wave has been kind of kicking it short.
So here come the Whalers.
Their first position here in the second half.
Handoff right side.
Nothing doing.
Good job of the Green
Lyons
Wave.
in there. Who else is in there? You got Rosas in there. And who's at the bottom of the pile? Cristoforo.
I heard someone
Number
yelling,
five,
Josiah
with a big
Rosa.
tackle.
Rosa using his speed. His
No
quickness.
gain. No gain on play. Make it 2nd and 10. Green Wave up 28-14. Just under 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Hold them here now, make it a 3rd and long. We'll see what the play selection is from the Whalers coaching staff. They send 3 guys out in the near side, 2 wideouts. One man at wing, and they go, the ball is, where is it?
It's loose.
It's loose, it's on the ground. Let's see who's got it, looks like.
They say Nantucket.
Yep, it was
Third
recovered
down,
by
but you
Usher.
You get your wish of being 3rd and long there, Sean.
There you go, 3rd and 11 now. Maybe, 3rd and 11, we'll call it at the 25-yard line.
That was definitely on the handoff. The quarterback was able to get it, but it was kind of try to get it in there a little late, I think.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was a handoff or a fake or whatnot, but it was pig on the ground.
So 3rd and 11 here. Big play for the Nantucket Whalers.
Waiting for them to run a draw play. They do have.
Well, you have to pass to throw a draw play, though, don't you?
Looking to throw. The Celtics, big
Screen.
pressure, screen set up, and it falls incomplete as it was just behind the intended receiver, Burton.
Yeah, Gabe Spry was right there. I don't know if he would have made the tackle, but that was set up pretty nicely.
So, the drive started on the 26, it ends on about the 25. And
I think that made that
4th and
successful,
11.
though, as much as, the screen is intended to give you pressure, let you come in. The Green Wave had excessive pressure and really had to throw that ball a little quicker, I think, than he actually wanted to.
Schmidt and Klein back deep for the Green Wave. Number 2, Victor Gambaroni to punt.
Haven't seen a whole lot of punting there tonight.
Good snap. Good high punt
kick.
by Gambaroni. Going to come
It's
down.
short.
And going to bounce over Schmidt. And then everyone will get away from it at the 38-yard line.
Yeah,
The
that
Green Wave
looked
will
like
take
it was
over.
going to take a Green Wave bounce, and then it just ended up taking a nice bounce there for Nantucket, getting an extra 5 or 6 yards. Very high kick, Sean, so it gave him very good coverage downfield.
A little dangerous here. If that skipped into Schmidt, it would have been a live ball. But luckily, it actually went up and over him.
So 4:37 here, and the Green Wave take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. I think you're going to see more grounding and pounding, Sean. What do you think?
I think that'd be the way to go right now, Kev. Again, taking time off the clock, try to get more points on the board, increase the distance between the scores. And we'll see if they're successful at doing that. Thus far, really, Nantucket hasn't been able to stop the Green Wave offense. The Green Wave offense has coughed up the ball, an interception,
Exactly.
fumble.
A couple of fumbles, couple of interceptions.
I think we had 1 punt. Klein in motion. Give left side. That's Spry. Spry gets hit a line, but still drives forward. Rarely is it negative yardage for Gabe Spry.
Picks up about 4 on that.
Yeah, 3 or 4 on that. Here comes
nice,
Dylan Magararu, number 50, back
Big
in.
tough 4 yards by Gabe Spry. We have not had an answer for him yet tonight.
Another beautiful night for football here at Memorial Field in Abington. We're very fortunate. I'm glad they moved the game to tonight.
No, absolutely. It's, especially you want to see, when you're having a playoff game, you want to make sure that it's in the conditions that are, best for both teams.
That's right. We did have an injury. One of the Nantucket players was Chance Pollock hurt his elbow pretty badly, and he's being checked out at South Shore Hospital or Brockton Hospital. Not sure where he went. Give left side. Klein gets taken down, hit low behind the line of scrimmage. -2 yards on that one. Or -1, I guess they mark it. Sorry. They mark it at the 41.
3rd and 7 here.
Sorry,
for the
Brendan,
Green
I'm screwing
Wave.
up your stats. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Green Wave now sets himself up with a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 7 here, I guess.
3rd and I think the Green Wave, see if they're going to pass the ball here, see what they do. I think, I would suspect this is a passing situation for the Green Wave. Retsos coming out, I think, is an indication too, Sean. 32, it looks like, was in there for the Green Wave.
Leary, number 22, checking in.
22, I'm sorry.
Here we go now. 3rd and big 7 here for Abington.
Well, they go with a tight backfield.
Leary in the backfield with Spry. Looking to throw.
Maximum.
Looking for Seamus Schmidt. He's behind him. He's going to get under him now. He throws it underneath the Klein. Klein at the 40 gets the first down. They're trying to strip the ball from him. Klein gets out of bounds.
Huge.
Yeah, he was out of bounds before they stripped it away. I tell you, Schmidt ran a great route, actually got behind the secondary, which drove them farther deep and gave a huge opening for Klein coming in underneath.
Well, what the Green Wave did, too, is they did max protection there, Sean. Kept everybody in tight. They didn't do their trips, left or right. They had everybody in tight. Just one wide out. Klein goes in out for the pass. Nice job by the Green Wave. Labasi doing a little bit with his legs to buy some time. Gets it downfield for the big first down.
And a good job by Klein holding on to that ball because who was it? Burton was in there trying to strip it out.
Definitely his forward progress is stopped as well at that point. So,
ball now at the 36-yard line. Here comes the mighty Green Wave with 2:50 on the clock in the third quarter. 2 men in the backfield again. Leary's going to get the ball. Leary slips though as he makes a nice cut. Nice block out there by Magararu.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a lane there too. He just couldn't get his feet to go where they wanted to with a little slip down. That's the portion of the field that's probably the most slick right now.
Yep. You got it. So brings
Just
second
a
and 10.
beautiful evening for early November here, November 1st. Can't ask for better weather this
Did you
time.
have a good Halloween, Kev?
Absolutely, Sean.
Wonderful.
Did
you win the contest at work again for most creative costume?
I only hit about 20 houses this year.
Klein and Spry in the backfield. They give to Klein, right side. Magararu, the lead block.
Nice
with a block. And Klein drives it forward, picking up a couple more yards for Abington Zoe.
Yeah, number 4 Will Klein on the carry there. Nice job, as you said, by Magararu. Just really kind of drove somebody back there as he was pulling the pulling guard.
3rd and 4. Just trying to get what the 4 meant. Klein was number 4, 4 yards to go.
3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. On the 30. Green Wave trying to keep this drive alive. It started at their own 38-yard line. Colby Augusta lines up, single coverage. Safety comes over his way. Probably a wise move. Labossiere puts Retsos in motion. They give to Klein right side. No, sorry, that's was that Klein or was that?
It's Klein.
Yeah, it was Klein.
Picks up about 2 or 3 on the
Yeah,
play.
4th and short now.
4th and 1.
Yeah.
Green Wave taking a lot of time off the clock though here, Sean. Just going to be coming under a minute by the time this ball is snapped.
4th and 1. Green Wave will go for it here. I like to see him just draw him off sides right now. Use that stutter count.
25 is a kid that's been trying to jump the snap, and he has done it several times tonight. I look to see Gabe Spry. You got 4th and 1.
Yep.
Number 42, just like, power against power, man up. That's what football's about. Let's see what your line of scrimmage can do against ours.
Landers.
Or they could always just push the pile. We've seen them do that
Broomfield,
too.
Cole. He keeps it. Goes the right side. That's going to be enough, I believe.
He's got it. Yeah, he has.
Yep. He gets the first down. Good job with the push from the interior of the offensive line, and the running backs behind. Labossiere gets the first and moves the stakes.
Yeah, that's a great.
Well, they haven't moved the stakes yet. They're going to measure it, but it looks good from here.
It does look good. I'd be surprised if that's. I don't. It's tough to tell with the angle of the stakes.
Referee Camara is going to call it out. 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter. This would be 1st and 10 for the Green Wave if I think it's about a half a ball anyhow. Bill Vose says it's a good yard. Well, 24 inches. Yeah, we got it.
We got it. Just by the ball. The ball. Nice job, Green Wave.
Want to thank our chain gang. That's Tassoni out there filling in.
And
for
this
an
is like,
injured Jamie Curtin.
just killing the clock here too, Sean. 35 seconds from the third quarter. Oh, you're giving props to the chain gang?
Yeah, that's all right. You can interrupt me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Accurate, always accurate down there, those guys. Jamie Curtin's back off DL.
He is?
Yeah, is he? I thought you said he Jamie Curtin.
Yeah, I thought Tassoni was filling in for Jamie.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's not Jamie Curtin. I thought you said Jamie Curtin.
We got Mr. Reardon out there, Mr. Sony, and
Mr. Wakeland.
some other guy. Yeah, Wakeland. All right, Colby, shift sides. Colby Augusta. Leary, the near side wing. Spry and Klein in the backfield. Labossiere waits to snap. Hands left side, Klein. Just following the big block on the left side.
Picks up a couple. Tough
Taking
running. That's going to end the third quarter here. Green Wave up 28-14. Just the last couple of drives have been impressive by the Green Wave, Sean, both offensively, defensively. Coming out, getting a nice 4.5-minute drive when you get the ball to score. And then this drive as well. What, you take the ball over at the 27?
At the 38-yard line.
38-yard line and coming down and just getting all those crucial first downs, coming down and taking even more time, about 6 minutes off the clock.
And if the Green Wave can punch this one in, take a little bit more time, punch it in, go up by 3 touchdowns,
it's a huge,
really puts Nantucket in a hole.
Right.
Which is what they want to do.
And it's impressive the Green Wave has done this all on the ground this whole third quarter.
I want to send a shout out to the Abingdon Green Wave coaching staff. Jim Kelleher in his 45th year as the head coach of Abingdon Green Wave football. His assistant coach is Ed Riley, the offensive coordinator. The defensive coordinator is Jim Daly, Scott Pfeiffer, and Jack Malafronte. Our freshman coaches, Tom Shepard, Bella Kabongo, Tim O'Brien, Keith Faxon, and Kalanji Kabongo. Thanks to all those guys who put in so much time to make Green Wave Nation and Green Wave Pride what it is.
Coach Kell's definitely a legend, but another legend passed away, Armin Colombo from Brockton High School, the longtime football coach.
Put Brockton High School football on the map.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the best in the country.
And his brother-in-law was who, Sean? Rocky
Marciano. Yeah.
Rocky Marciano.
The Brockton Boxers.
So condolences to his family. So Coach Cal's getting close to 300, though, right? I mean, he's got to be close now at this point.
Didn't bring it with me. I'm sorry. I'll check that out.
In the high 270s, 280s, which of course is kind of the legendary stat. Already a legend, but you're beyond the legend at that point if you get 300 wins.
So the ball is marked down at the Nantucket Whalers 33-yard line. They're waiting for the
23.
change. The 26, is it? Where are they putting it? Oh, no. The ball's at the 23. The original line of scrimmage was at 26, so they got to get down to the 16 for first. It is second down.
Second down and about 7 for the Green Wave.
That's right. They come out with Spry and Leary in the backfield, the dynamic duo. They give to Leary. Leary goes over a man. Leary's still on his feet, and Leary driving down towards
very
the 15.
close to a first down. I think he might have gotten it.
Colin Leary.
Nope, just short. I'll tell you, he did that all on his own too, Sean. After he, the first initial little pickup, pushed by the line of scrimmage, he's just be able to follow his block. He's made a little bit of a cut, and boom, he just scoots along for another 7-yard pickup.
I tell you, all the work that his mother Jan Leary has been doing with Colin in the backyard is paying off this season.
Well, they've been doing that 3-cone drill all fall. Getting that foot quickness.
All right, 3rd and short. 3rd and 1 for the Green Wave. They break the huddle. Spry's got to line up right behind his quarterback. Leary to Spry's right. Labossiere gives to Leary, left side, big hole.
Leary cuts back.
Feet. Leary still inside the 10 down to the 6.
What a play by Colin Leary.
Some great downfield blocking by the Green Wave. You see Broomstein downfield. Bennett downfield. Cole, number 55.
Looks like Jameis Smith. I thought it was going to be a little motion penalty because he kind of fell forward a little bit. Look, I don't know if he lost his footing there as he's leaning forward, but they didn't call it, so Green Wave gets a little bit lucky there, and Colin Leary is just taking over this game here in the 4th quarter.
1st and goal from just inside the 9-yard line now. Schmidt, number 17, is going to line up wide to the far side. Leary's in the eye backfield behind Spry. They put Klein in motion to the right. They give to Spry right up the middle, nothing doing, pick up maybe 1.
It's a good job there. It looks like 52 is on the tackle there for Nantucket. It's Joel McKeever.
Bring up second down. They give it no gain really on the play. They'll bring up second and goal at the 9.
McVicka.
Labossiere gets the play selection from offensive coach Ed Riley. Rejoins the huddle to share the good news. 28-14 Abington up here in the start of the fourth quarter. 9 minutes to go in the game. Spry's in the backfield. Wings on each side. Klein and Leary. They go Klein in motion. They pitch to Klein right side. Klein turns the corner. Klein still on his feet. Gets it down about the 4 or 5 yard line.
Down about the 4 yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. They call him out of bounds, so it stops the clock at 8:49. Some good blocking. He was doing a very good job of following his blocks and just trying to get the edge. A little stutter step as they had one Nantucket player out there. Was able to pick up about 4 on the play.
Kind of like this Thursday night game, but what I'm not going to like is Friday morning work.
Exactly.
It's going to be a little difficult.
Well, that goes for every Friday, though.
That's true. 8:49 on the clock here.
I don't know if Greenway's going to call a timeout, or they took Klein out. I don't know if he's dinged up a little bit there. Or
Not sure what's going on.
he doesn't look it.
Coach Ed Riley's talking to the referees. Yeah, they're going to call it. Abington's going to call a timeout here. Come over and talk about this play. So it'll be our first time out of this half. Once again, want to send a shout out and thank you to our fall athletic sponsors. Cream Ice Cream on Route 18, the Health Express, also on Route 18, AMSA Phelps & Son. The Abington Depot Restaurant on Railroad Street, Giardino's on Route 18, right near the Abington High School entrance. McDonough Insurance in Abington Center. Mia Ragazza, great Italian food, seafood on Route 18. Truffin Real Estate, hello to Butch Wilson and Eric Wilson. Sorrell's Bar and Grill on Route 18. Love that place, Kev, right down the street from your old homestead. Glen Isle LaPointe Inc., 4 generations of LaPointes played here at Memorial Field. Quayle Funeral Home on Adams Street. Deanne's Restaurant on Route 123 in Center Avenue. Abington Dairy Queen, always a proud supporter of Abington sports. Cairo Associates, hello to Bernie on Route 18. Any back problems, Kev? Go talk to Bernie and Cairo Associates.
Talk to Bernie.
Right across the street from Mia Ragazza.
Any type of alignment issue, Sean.
That's right. Old Town Real Estate and the Polish Club.
All
Thank
alignment
you.
issues except for front line, front wheel drive, front wheel cars.
I want to thank Roger Woods, former fullback for the Green Waves, for all his support via the Polish Club and Old Town Real Estate. Also Quincy Memorials. And Bemis Drug in North Abington. And Lindo Realty Group, also on North Ave in North Abington.
Well, next year we'll get the Brookfield Yacht Club, Sean,
there you
to
go.
sponsor the...
Yeah, you have to up the dues there to kind of get that donation
we're
going.
going to have to.
Brookfield Road Yacht Club? Brookfield Lane.
We call it the BYC, Sean.
The BYC, I see. All right, here we go. Back to the real action while we're here. 3rd and goal from the 4 for the Green Wave. The Whaler defense trying to prevent the Green Wave from piling on the score. Retzos and Spry in the backfield. Looking to throw. Going across and wide open the end zone. Touchdown!
Is that Cristoforo?
It is.
Number 82.
Brady Cristoforo.
Touchdown, man of Muskegon.
The tight end, the sophomore, dragging across the back of the end zone. Nice job by Colby Augusta getting out to the corner and spreading it out.
So that drive was 4:17. 4:17 plus.
Was from 4:37 plus another.
So 6 minutes and 34 seconds. So impressive drive by the Green Wave, just eating the clock up.
So Cristoforo, the nice grab, wide open in the back of the end zone. Well executed play there by the Green Wave.
Nice job of just committing to the ground, Sean, the second half and taking the game over.
Yeah, that was really a 7-minute drive. Looking to throw is Labossiere. Look for the point after. Looking for Augusta. He's well covered. And he goes up and over. Everybody in for the 2.
PAT.
Labossiere, what a player.
What a job. Just great athletic move there. Just totally committed himself to it.
He is into it 110%, and that's what they need from that leader,
22.
that senior
Green Wave
quarterback.
36. Nantucket 14, up by 22 with 8:43 to go in the game.
A 62-yard drive for the Green Wave. It started at their own 38 after the punt. A 3 and out there for Mashpee.
This game is going to look
Nantucket.
a lot. I'm sorry,
wishful thinking.
but this game's going to look a lot tighter than it actually was. I mean, it's going to look a lot like a bigger blowout than it actually is. I mean, it's been a pretty tight game.
Yeah.
The whole game.
It ain't over either.
It's just kind of blown it out the last this 3rd and 4th quarter.
Well, really,
I don't know
Kev-
what time of possession, but what is it, like maybe like 13, 14 minutes to about a minute, 30 seconds. They didn't have hardly any time off the clock when they had the ball.
And really, Nantucket really needs to score in this drive if they want to have any chance of getting back into this game. They're going to have to, with only 8:43 to go.
You know, they're going to need 3 possessions
Yeah.
to get it. Like, with the Green Wave able to take time off the clock the way they have been, Sean, it's not looking good for the Nantucket Whalers right now.
So Brady Cristoforo, I believe his first touchdown of the year.
That's a nice catch. Of course, he made that big
Huge.
grab down in
Just
Cohasset.
going to say, yep.
You know, for the big first down, they kind of they were able to get the ball in the end zone after that, which was a huge score.
All right, Green Wave lining up, ready to kick off.
Got Klein's
Klein's going to be kicking off this time. Setting up his teammates. Line drive, just going to kick it down. Knee's not down, they say at the 31, and then taken up to the 45. They're saying his knee came back up before he really touched the ball.
Give him the benefit of the doubt on that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think he was right on that.
They say return it to the 46-yard line, where the Whaler offense will come back out on the field now. Now, you see if they try to roll the dice and try to throw it downfield. I don't know if I want to do that with guys like Augusta, who's looking for a hat trick right now with two interceptions
they haven't shown
already.
any indication that they have the ability to do that either, Sean, to throw the ball deep.
Well, they got wideouts to each side now, 2 wideouts each
to.
side. Bodden puts a man in motion. They pitch. No, it's a different quarterback. Or is it? Oh, big breakaway up the middle. There's some hard running once again. It's going to be Usher, right?
That's number 6.
Yeah.
It's Burton.
Yep, Burton.
Yeah, they both run hard. I mean, once they commit, they do a nice job. The big thing for the Green Wave is not to give up the big play, Sean. If they're going to score, you want them to take 3 or 4 minutes off the clock.
Sorry, it was not a change of quarterback. It was number 3, Bodden. My bad. First down at the 40. So a good pickup of 14 there on the play. Whalers with their white away jerseys. They send Gambaroni out wide to the far side, number 2. Now he comes in motion. They give it to Gambaroni, trying to crown on the near side. He's still on his feet, gets up. He'll be short of the first, and a flag thrown. I didn't see the...
Holding. It's going to be holding.
I think so, yeah.
Nantucket. They did a good job at coming up, but you got to wrap them in that situation. He could have had him for a loss there.
Bilbo says it was a holding call against the Whalers right out in front of the Abington bench, which they'll mark it off from the...
coaches weren't yelling about it.
Here comes the referee, Kamara.
Block in the back, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if his microphone's not working or if he forgot to turn it on, but we'll move him back.
Make him a 1st and 20 here. They're gonna mark it from the spot now. Okay. There you go. So it's gonna be a 1st and 18.
Jure Cole, number 80, checking in for the Green Wave, giving Brady Cristoforo a breather. So they mark it back to the 48 of Abington. So it'll be, what's it going to be, first and 18?
1st and 18 here for the Whalers.
Clock is running now, 7:55 and rolling.
Yeah, the clock is definitely the enemy now in Nantucket.
Brewster out far left. Burton now, the ball's on the ground, and Biden just has to jump on it. There's a huge height advantage by number 25, Brusher over to Sony on the far side. They tried it earlier, but Biden having a tough time with the timing of it all.
Yeah, I think they just have a struggle getting the ball downfield, it appears, Sean.
When they need it in chunks.
When they threw it downfield that last time on the outside, it was incomplete.
I think you're going to see him setting up a pass to the flat there, one of those backwards passes here. Now watch, they got Burton out wide to the far side along with Gabbaroni. Now they give it to Usher, trying to sweep to the left to the far side, looking for a hole still. Good job, they knock him out of bounds. Jure Cole out there, number 80, and Klein and Landers all stringing it out.
Cole did a great job there, he tried to cut upfield a couple times, and Cole was right there containing him, just stringing it out until he had more help. Still about, a 3-4 yard, about a 5-yard pickup there.
We got 3rd and about 14 here.
Must have got out of bounds. Stop the clock.
Wales need to pick up a chunky yardage here so it's not 4th and long. Green Wave will do everything they
I
can.
think you're right, Sean. They're probably going to take a shot downfield.
Shotgun formation. They go backwards
It's a
pass.
lateral.
Gambaroni looking to throw deep. Puts it up in the air. He's going downfield for Busher, and he does not get it. Falls incomplete. Coverage by Tassoni. That was a good throw there by Gambaroni. That's what we're looking for.
Well, he's out there all by himself with Tassoni. So, I mean, if he kind of cut in a little bit more under, I think it would have given him a much better opportunity to kind of run under the ball.
Use that height to come
exactly.
in. Yeah.
You know, kind of the old, like, Randy Moss plays with Brady way back when. But, you know, so 4th and about 14 here. You know, and trying to pick it up in bunches too, Sean, now put yourself in a hole of 4th and 14, but you have to go for it.
6:54 on the clock. They've got to get it down inside the 30. See if they try a little hook and pitch here or something, Kev. A shotgun again for Bodden. Bodden looking to throw. The lefty going down. He throws it way too far.
Yeah.
Falls incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs.
No air under that ball at all either. So 6:49 remaining in the ball game. Green Wave up 36-14. Take over on their own 44-yard line.
And could be a long ferry ride home for the Whalers.
You know, Sean, the Green Wave really definitely played 3 great quarters so far tonight. I mean, the
second quarter was a
little shaky. You know, a little sloppy, a couple turnovers, but, you know, they gave up the touchdown on the first drive there by the Whalers, and after that they really settled down defensively. And, you know, but the first quarter and second, third, and fourth quarter has just been total domination by this ball team.
Here's where Abington can kind of keep running it between the tackles here, take some time off the clock, and hey, if they break one for a touchdown, great, just puts the nail in the coffin. We'll see what they do. Ball at the 44, right in front of you on your television screen, thanks to Bill Davis, our videographer. Schmidt out wide to the near side. Leary in the right side wing, 2 men in the backfield. Now Leary comes in motion. Handoff, that's Klein. Klein gets hit in the backfield by Burton. He's trying to strip the ball from him. Klein keeps it, though. Nice job by Klein. I mean, Burton was doing everything he could to rip that out.
Wow, he actually gave him the...
Well, Klein in a way was smart. He gave up the yardage to keep the ball. He was more concentrated on holding that ball.
When you make contact, that's where they give the forward progress to.
Loss of 3. More importantly, loss of about 33 seconds.
Seconds on the clock as we get down under 6 minutes here.
Still rolling at 6:15. 36-14, the Abington Green Wave.
Well, and one of the things you'll see too is the Green Wave running backs are going to run like a little probably more cautious, trying to make sure they just don't give up the ball here and take time off the clock.
Counter to Klein, right side, kicks it down the middle of the field. Klein gets it to about the 47-yard line.
I was just hoping they didn't fumble right there.
Yeah,
after
exactly.
I said that. It's going to be 3rd and about, what, 7?
The Green Wave could be undefeated, but for a 1-point loss to Mashpee. And in that Mashpee game, we missed 2-point after conversions. Gave up 4 points, left 4 points on the field. That's where, you know, every play counts, especially when you're playing, you know, the tops of the South Shore League, or in this case now the tops of the the D7 Southern District.
Green Wave definitely, so it's could be like East Bridgewater several years ago when Green Wave went, you know, a little revenge against Mashpee. We'll see.
Right. Pitch right to Klein. Klein was spry in front of him, and Broomstein. Klein down the right sideline. Flag thrown, though.
I think that might be defensive. He just like...
We'll see what they call. It's a first down at about the 43-yard line, but a flag back at the Abington 45-ish. They're moving Abington back.
Holding against Green Wave.
Holding against the Green Wave. It does take time off the clock with 5:09, but it takes yardage off the field for Klein. Puts them all the way back to the 37-yard line.
Gives him another down.
So it's 3rd and 16.
Yeah, long way to go. So the clock should be going as it does. It just go under 5 minutes to go on the ball game. Be interesting to see if Nantucket starts burning timeouts, Sean. I mean, like you know, Abington every time they get every time they get the play in, it's going to be about 40 seconds. They're hoping to stop them here and have Green Wave kick it. They'll probably call a timeout after that.
Spry in the backfield. Man in motion is Leary. They fake it. They're going to throw. Going downfield. Klein going down the field, and it just overthrown Klein was behind everyone, and it falls incomplete, so bring up
A little more
fourth and
air
long.
under that.
Yep.
That would have been 6. He would have had number 21.
Klein
22.
putting on the Jets. So this drive started at the Avenue 40. Where did it start? At the
44, right?
46. No, the 40.
44.
Yeah, at the 44. At the 44. Wrote down my notes wrong here. Ball is now. What are we doing here? Moving in some guys. Great. Ball's at the 37. We'll be looking to kick.
Green Wave will be punting, I think, for only the second time tonight, right?
I think so. One man back is the ever dangerous number 5, Devontae Usher. Ooh, they show a
It's
little.
offsides.
Yeah, there's no call, no flag. Nice kick,
He
a
didn't throw
high
the flag,
kick,
did he?
and Usher catches it at his 25-yard line, spins away from him, man, and
Nice
taken
job by
down.
Tassoni, number 21.
Chris Tassoni doing a good job, and down there right on top of him also is number 52, Jake Bennett.
Jake Bennett, good job. See you, Bob. Good to see you, Bob.
So, in another great punt by Labossiere. Ball at the 25. First and 10 for the
That
Nantucket
was just a
Whalers.
classic block there by Tassoni. I mean, a tackle there, though. Broke down, was able to wrap him up around the legs, making sure that he didn't go anywhere. Good job. Green Wave declined the offside penalty, Sean.
There was an offside penalty, okay. Bodden to pass. Looking downfield. Pressure. He's going to be tied up and taken down back deep.
Who is that? Cristofaro's in on
Landers,
that.
number
Rose is in on
54,
that.
and
Landers,
Cristoforo, 82.
tell you, Landers has had a heck of a game tonight.
Sure has.
Both sides of the ball. Tough kid, number 54 for the Green Wave. That's a huge loss, a 15-yard loss, all
Wow.
the way back to like the 11. Holy cow.
That does put them in real bad position here with 3:55 and rolling.
He was just trying to throw it even to, throw it out of bounds or something, but he just couldn't do it because the Green Wave had him wrapped up.
All right, here come the Whalers. They're breaking the huddle. They send wideouts to each side. One man in the backfield with Bodden. Bodden throws another pass out in the flap. Nothing doing there for number
He's going backwards.
5, Usher.
They're going backwards here. Going to be over on Brookfield Road if they had 5 or 6 down, Sean.
Clock continues to roll. No use of the timeouts just yet. And I don't know if they're kind of sailing this one in or.
Mike Lyons, number 53 for the Green Wave, in on that tackle. Doing a nice job of just gang tackling, Sean.
Well, boy, I
Gonna
mean,
have to bring back the old, the Mount Vernon boys, Sean.
that's right.
They've been burying people tonight.
I love that. 3rd and 27 now. Looking to throw, standing back in his end zone, puts it up in the air, going
He's
to the
got
far
room.
sideline, Luke, and lays it out just a little bit too far for the intended receiver. It was number 2, Victor Gambaroni. And that brings up 4th
He
in a
went
football
a
field.
wheel route there. He just went around the edge and just picked up steam as he went. It was blown by the Green Wave defender. So 4th and 20 yards, 30 yards, long way, 27.
4th and 27 at the 8-yard line.
Wow.
And they're going to punt. Yep. Schmidt and Klein standing at the Whaler 40.
2:47 to go.
Good snap.
Low kick this time.
Low kick coming to Klein's way at the 40. Klein gives the handoff to Schmidt. Schmidt gets tied up at the 39-yard
There's
line.
one
One guy
to beat. Yeah, there was Burton. Burton was able to get through the wall there, but other than that, it's like if he didn't, he was off to the races.
Well, the Green Wave now with 2:37 to go and a 36-14 win. Just want to try to use this clock and roll it out. And Kevin, a convincing victory over Nantucket for the 2nd year in a row here.
Sean, absolutely. Every time the Green Wave has been challenged, like the other team comes back, it just seems like they just kind of refocus and just close the door. Just a great job.
This sets up a huge game that if Cohasset beats Mashpee, we're going to be playing home here against Cohasset. Always a good game. If Mashpee wins, that sets up a game of Abington at Mashpee, with Mashpee rolling on I think it's a 29-game win streak it will be at that point in time. So
impressive.
The winner of that game plays the Northern champion, and then the winner of that goes to Gillette. So here we go. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Labossiere takes the snap, hands off left side. Retsos, a big burst of speed, spinning, still on his feet at the 25. Retsos with the 20 down about the 17-yard line. Costa Retsos. I love that guy. He's a little bit of a surprise every game.
Little change of speed, mixing it up there, hits the hole hard. Really untouched until he was about 10 yards back and then able to just make some magic happen on his own.
Just kind of deflates the Whaler defense here at the 17-yard line.
Green Wave pretty much can take a knee at this point, Sean, right? I mean,
yeah, why bother? Let's keep running the ball here. You know, let's get these guys some oiled up and ready for next year. We're going to play next week, 4 quarters next week. Checking in the game, number 55. That's Jerib Cole.
Coming in from Mike Lyons. Talking about players of the game, Sean.
Yeah, jeez.
Jeez, a lot of great plays today. Kobe Augusta obviously had 2 picks tonight.
Yep, another big game.
Plays.
Right side, Retsos. Retsos, another hole. Retsos inside the 10. Knocked down at about the 8-yard line. Costa Retsos, the junior.
He's just like a bowling ball that goes down and just crashes into people.
Yeah.
Reckless abandonment.
I'd say more like a pinball, because a little more speed, kind of just keeps going down and down off of people. They mark it at the 9, bring up 2nd down.
Just coming under 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. Just a great game by the Green Wave, up 36-14, moving on against Mashpee or Cohasset next week.
And bad news, neither Kevin nor I can be at next week's game. We're both going to be out of state.
Maybe Bill can fill in.
Hey, I'm staying here. I want to see Retsos get a TD.
That's right. We'll see. Bill Voss says he wants to see Retsos get the TD, and he may well. We had movement on the right side. That's all right. He'll bring us back 5 yards, give him a little bit more scoring yardage here.
Some stats, padding the stats.
1:38 left on the clock. I want to thank all the Avenue fans that have always been out supporting the Green Wave at all these games.
His mother taught him how to run, and his father taught him how to count.
Clem Leary's up here in the booth with us helping out. Chris Nagel on the public address system.
Of course, Bill Davis
killing
is
it, as he'd
camera,
say.
doing a great job for the Green Wave.
All right, here we go now. 2nd down, ball marked at the 14-yard line. Retsos in the backfield with Spry, number 3 and 42. There goes number 3, Retsos in the middle.
Still going, the pile's moving.
Start of steps, keeps it down to about the 10. Maybe
up about 4 yards. I don't know how he did that. So 1:26 remaining here.
3rd down. Abington will just let the clock run, and Nantucket's not going to bother with the timeouts. They see the writing on the wall here. Kudos and much respect to Coach Perry. Why elongate?
Exactly, the inevitable.
Yep. Got to catch a boat.
Exactly. These kids will probably get back in home probably somewhere around 11 o'clock tonight.
All right.
Ride back.
The Mighty Green Wave with a 36-14 lead. 54 seconds left to go. Labossiere looking for the snap. Gives Retsos right side. Retsos cuts it inside the 10. Will be tackled. No, gets brought down to the 10. That may be it, sports fans.
Green Wave might take a knee here at fourth down.
They may not even have to do that.
Maybe, just run it out.
See when the referee winds it. It's 30 seconds to go. And
sure, 25. So
that's right. So now they don't have to run a play. That's going to be it, sports fans, here at Memorial Field.
Congratulations. Great job by the Green Wave tonight. Hey, Phil. Thank you.
The Green Wave with a 36-14 victory over the Nantucket Whalers. A hard-fought game with Abington with the upper hand after Nantucket scored first, but after that, it was the Green Wave offense and some big stops by the Green Wave defense that just tilted it in the Green Wave's favor, and we'll move on to the Division 7 South Championship next week. Kevin, a good game played by Abington.
Absolutely. Congratulations to all the players. They did a great job tonight. A really good Nantucket team. So had some talented kids out there. And, you just got to give the kudos, of course, to the Green Wave tonight, kind of stepping up. A little rough patch there in the second quarter, but they were able to come back in that second half and work their magic. Just did a great job of dominating the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball in the second half and really just took it to them, Sean.
It was fascinating. Colby Augusta with 2 big interceptions. Klein doing what Klein does well. Again, when we need a couple of yards, you go to Leary, go to Spry,
Right,
Retzos at the end there, just doing a great job. And
Absolutely.
again, the Abington line, though, doesn't get enough credit for what they've been doing the last couple of games. They're just blowing holes open. And then on the defensive side, they're really doing a good job of containing the linebackers and linemen working well together.
Absolutely, they did a good job defensively. I mean, these kids are very talented. We're able to kind of, string out a lot of plays until they get some help. So, really no big plays tonight by the Green Wave defense. So nice job.
So the final score, once again, 36-14 in the Green Wave. I want to thank Billy Davis on the camera. My name is Sean Riley. His name is Kevin Whalen. Thank you for tuning in and supporting Abington Green Wave football. We will see you next week for the Division 7 South Championship. Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed that Green Wave Classic. If you have any ideas, once again, make sure you send a tweet to @AbingtonAD or send an email to info@abingtoncam.tv with whatever game you remember or would most like to see. And again, if you've got the DVD, we'd like to know because we might need to borrow it for us. Whether it's football or hockey, basketball, baseball, soccer, whatever you've got, we know they're floating around out there and we'd like to put them on for your enjoyment. We want to thank you, and I want to thank the Greenway Boosters and Abington Cam, and a special shout out to Billy Davis and Norm Casey and all the guys who have done the camera work for us in the many, many years. It really means a lot because it gives us the opportunity to bring these back to you to enjoy. So kick back, get ready for the next edition of Green Wave Classics.